What up, everyone? It's your boy Xman87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, I guess. It's just going to be a discussion video, pretty much. So, as I'm going to fill in some gaps in my collection, we could just kick back and chill. But mainly is because the Marvel Legends Hasbro team, the Hasbro Marvel Legends team, is trying to set up an interview with me in the next week or two. So, pretty much taking the opportunity here and, helping me formulate some questions for the team. I have some questions in mind, but, this is your opportunity to ask some of the questions that, you want answered. And, that's, one of the things I like to do in the community is, pay that kind of, respect in return, make sure your voices are heard and relay that message over. So, I do have, so basically it's to cover, some HasLab stuff and what they revealed at PostCon. That was the email that was sent to me from their PR team. Of course, some of these questions need approval, so I'm going to have to send in beforehand. And just letting you know that, I'm not going to try to harp on too much of the HasLab stuff, because a lot of that stuff is already said. And, I'm going to treat these guys with respect. I will always treat, everyone with respect. The good thing about the team is that they can take jabs, uppercuts, haymakers, they could take punches. So don't think I'm going to come out here with some softball questions either. I just... You got to put the pressure on them a little bit, but you don't want to piss them off at the same time. So in my position is just like, I still want chances to get interviews with them in the near future. Obviously, I don't want to ruin that, because at the same time, I want to make sure that I plant those seeds from characters that I want to see and you want to see as well. So, when certain characters you want to see made or being campaigned for and rooted for, it's more likely to see them happen in the line. So, definitely, I'm not gonna harp on too much of the HasLab stuff, but like I said, I will definitely ask some things pertaining to the HasLab. Of course, I'm gonna bring up QC issues. I think that's one of the main things I want to bring up, man. Here, another reason why I don't want to harp on the HasLab too much is because they're only giving me like 10 to 15 minutes. So we could talk about the HasLab Ghost Rider all day, about how bad the price is and the tiers or whatever. I need to make sure that I have enough time to cover ground on the other things that I want to cover. Oh man, I love this lizard. I was having a lot of fun just messing with him today, and I did get my lizard in yesterday, and yeah, look at that, man. Freaking Walmart. I opened it already, but they mailed it to me in a freaking bag. No bubble wrap, no box, and the whole one in, one out, and it didn't work for me. It's ruined right there. So I had to make sure I opened the one with the best paint apps, because I think the eye right there is kind of messed up. So I look out for that. And definitely want to bring up QC, put the pressure on them a bit to make sure that, the paint work and all that is... Right now, it's unacceptable, obviously. I've been running into a lot of issues, so I want to make sure that they improve on those things, and gotta stay on top of them. So these are some of the things I gotta put in my collection. So as you can see right now, this is what I'm working with. I've got the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man there. Remember, I had Spider-Man being chased by Green Goblin as he's holding Mary Jane, but I got one hand right now, so while I have my other hand holding the phone here, so I'm not gonna attempt to hang that up right now with one hand. But I did put that Spider-Man right here in my Spider-Verse / Spider-Geddon shelf. Some people get so picky with my collection just because I had like Julia Carpenter here, and I labeled it my Spider-Verse shelf. Oh, well, Julia Carpenter is not part of Spider-Verse. I'm like, okay. So Spider-Verse slash Spider-Geddon. Spider-Geddon is a bunch of Spider-Verse. Basically, anyone who has the Spider title in their name goes in this display. You know what I mean? Like Spinneret, Spider-Geddon, obviously, you know, going here. And I got, so I got Spinneret, put that, Retro Spider-Man right here. And, let me put, so right now, let me actually put Lizard in this spot. I did get rid of my Bath because this is the Lizard I wanted in my collection. And he looks fantastic, man. Only thing about that bendy tail, man, I wish that it could rotate, and it doesn't rotate. Like, it just swivels. So I wish it was a ball joint at there, but the bendy tail is pretty cool, you know, better than that 3-point articulation with the Bath. So the one thing I will say is that the Bath looked imposing on the shelf. Hold on a second, let me be extra careful here. Let's take a good look at Lizard on the shelf now. Yeah, because that's where my Bath was, so I was saving that gap and make sure it was Lizard there. Yeah, there was more balance with the Bath because I had Rhino there, and he's big and imposing, and I had another big and imposing figure right there. But this Lizard is much, much smaller. So that's cool with that. It's more classic. Oh, man, you know what I'm thinking with that figure? Like, if they're going to do the animated series line, they can totally do a Dr. Kirk Connors. All they got to do is fix the lower legs and give it a new arm and obviously a new head sculpt and neck piece. And we can have a Kirk Connors, pretty much. That's something that we don't have in the collection. And let me see if I can move Mary Jane right over here. Want to keep Spider-Man in the middle. So I definitely want to work on my shelf because, you know, interviewing the team. Last time I had the retro cards on my background. I want the figures on my background this time. Make sure it looks presentable. Some of the stuff is just like knocked over, so I got some work to do. But look at that. Look at my MCU multiverse shelf. So, and Giant Man fell. He just knocked over all my Wakandans and Avengers, and yeah. Man, this is a problem with having a collection this large. It's high maintenance, man. You gotta like maintain this every day, and even my shield, I need to work that out. So let me try to adjust this. So I'm thinking what kind of questions you're thinking about asking. You know, definitely let me know on the comments. Maybe scale wise too. Might bring that up because the Vulcan's supposed to be the regular base body now, and I want to know if they're increasing the scale size. So hopefully I remember that. This is my Doc Ock here. I did buy 2 of the Silk 2-packs because I did want to display one with all the same tentacles right here. You know, I get more dynamic posing out of that. Can't really, since he doesn't have bendy wire, but that looks pretty cool, you know. That's there. And yeah, let me put Doc Ock on the shelf now. And what other questions do I have in mind? I'm sure when I have some quiet time to myself, I'm gonna think of a lot more questions to ask. Is that gonna fit? No, man. I'm gonna have to probably take out Spider-Man and Mary Jane first. So I have been working on my top 20 X-Men Marvel Legends wish list I've been wanting, you know. Obviously, if you saw my last video, you know, you already know Madeline Pryor was supposed to be my number 1. And I have this rule in when I do like a wish list, that it has to be figures or characters that weren't confirmed or made before. It's got to be like characters we never got before. But I will do something fun though in that video. I will have a section where I would like to see a remake of a figure, you know. All right, let me see now. It should work. And normally I don't do this stuff on camera, but I figured, you know what, it would be fun just to give you some behind the scenes here, I guess, of how I set my stuff up. And yeah, that's probably gonna, damn, that's gonna take up a lot of space. And I'm trying to have Carnage, you know, I'm trying to have some of the main villains at the forefront here. And that's why I had that Spider-Man up here, so. But it's just for the meantime anyway. This is just to be presentable during the interview. Make sure I have a nice display at the background. You know, gotta show my love for Legends, right? It's my favorite line, so I'm kind of surprised they are giving me a chance to interview them after all the schmack I talked, you know. But that's, like I said, it goes back to these guys that are able to handle punches and stuff like that. It's not personal, you know what I mean? It's not personal at all. I've never attacked Ryan, Dan, or Dwight. No way. I will never do that. They don't deserve that stuff. It's more Hasbro. It's more the corporation, the pen pushers. You know what I mean? So, you know, all I want is to get the message clear to these guys that, you know, we just want the line to be better. I want the line to be better. So sometimes we just gotta give them tough love. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm cool with these guys. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I talk to them every day, but you know, here and there, you know, DMs through Instagram and stuff, or, you know, personal messaging and all that stuff. So, oh man. It's probably looking a little too tight, but again, it's just for now. But yeah, man, you know, there's definitely some things that I feel that need to be addressed. Oh, also another thing, it just got me thinking. I got the Black Panther wave. I should show you the figures that I got too. The Build-A-Figure waves, from what I've seen, are a little bit thicker than the ones that don't have a Build-A-Figure piece. Hold on, let me not take that one for example. So yeah, so it might not look like it. Oh crap, my War Machine fell. May not look like it now, but yeah, as you can see, the Spider-Man is definitely thinner than the Build-A-Figure wave, the Hatsusarase. So I've been wanting a Hatsusarase for a minute now. Sorry, as I drop all this stuff. Man, now I gotta fix this War Machine. Anyway, my thing is, okay, you see the plastic seal here? Anyone can fake that, right? You put a hairdryer, heat it up, if you're super careful, and you can replace it with another one. What would be nice to see if we get like an actual like labeled sealed sticker. So for something like the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man, let's just say, you know how this says Spider-Man 60 amazing years? If you can have that like right there, that'd be nice. That lets me know, hey, it wasn't tampered with, because you could tell if it's obviously if it was cut through, because you know it's white and all that and colored, and you might not see that with a clear tape. Just some things that are running through my mind, some ideas running around. Don't know if I want to waste my time on that question, but I just feel like, hey, let me just bring it up with you guys. And, you know, I think that's pretty legit though, right? Oh man, this War Machine I definitely wanted, even though it was a repaint, but I needed one for my comic Hall of Armor. And since I have the deluxe War Machine that's in silver decal right there, I kind of wanted this to go with my West Coast Avengers, honestly, and I wanted that one in there, but I don't want to go through the struggle of, because I would have to take almost every figure out of that display because I have them hung, and man, that would be a terrible domino effect. It would just end up knocking everyone over. But this has more of a West Coast Avengers vibe to me, with that very like light grayish, that, well, this is white, you know what I mean? So it looks like that white color, you know, just like that. And hence the blue is so nice. My only thing is, man, it would have been like legit West Coast Avengers, I feel, if the eyes weren't blue. because you got the Gatling gun here that's highlighted in blue, and right there, the laser on his head, that unibeam in blue, and then his other, yeah, the rockets here are highlighted in blue. So, yeah, the packaging has it in blue. That would have been legit West Coast Avengers, I feel. You know? And instead it was black. I felt like if it was blue, it would have brought out, you know, that he's pretty much activated and ready to, you know, blow shit up. Okay, we got War Machine up here, and I get to put him with my Comic Hall of Armor, and it's expanding, so he'll be, whoops, try not to knock anything over, being extra careful here, as much as I can, and, hold on, don't fall on me, bro, don't you fall, alright, cool, sweet, alright, so, got ways to go to fill these armors up. Oh, I got one, empty there. Is it this one over here? I gotta remember, I gotta buy a second one of these. Yeah. Because I don't want that Modern Avengers team without an Iron Man, so I gotta put this guy back over here. And yeah, there we go. Alright. Can't wait to get that all filled up. And going back to X-Men, yeah, that's probably my next video is working on that top 20 X-Men wish list. Did I mention Madeline Pryor? Yeah, I mentioned Madeline Pryor before. That she was supposed to be my number one. I did want to get back to it. In my video, I said, you know, she was not comic accurate. And let me take that back. I meant comic accurate as far as the time she debuted in the X-Men Inferno. So obviously, she had the red inner cape. Obviously, the underboob was exposed. And this version that they did actually is still comic accurate. It just came from the Secret Wars back in 2015. So that one was in that year's Inferno series, which was titled Battle World. So that was only like 5 issues, but that was pretty much the same look. You know, the chest was completely like covered like that. She had the thigh highs, but they weren't tattered though. But she had the all black cape, and this one has the all black cape with no red inside. So, you know, it's only at least comic accurate, somewhat comic accurate to that one. So, except like the tattered thighs, but yeah, still working on that wish list. So she's not gonna be my number one. She's already confirmed, and so now I'm gonna have to switch it up. Like I said, I have that one rule where it's gotta be figures that weren't announced or confirmed before. Putting Silk in my Spider-Verse Spider-Geddon shelf, and putting her right here next to Spider-Woman and yeah, the May Parker Spider-Man. Drew a blank there. So yeah, it's rounding out pretty nice. The Spider-Man collection is rounding out pretty nice. What I will do whenever they give us an advanced PS4, PS5 Spider-Man advanced suit, I'll put that one in here because that, obviously, since it's not texturized or anything, it's not like super video game accurate, that makes for a great comic book version of the advanced suit. And if you read the Spider-Geddon, and well, you know that the Spider-Man PS4 is canon. So that's a perfect comic book look for the Spider-Man shelf, the comic display. And man, look at my X-Men. Oh, I did switch up the Jean Grey here. So I put the long hair on here. I had the ponytail on here for the longest time. So, you know, got to give it a switch up. And don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Because I like this head more. At least. I guess I just kept the ponytail just for the nostalgia purposes of the animated series that I love so much. And yeah. X-Men shelf is, man, it's one of my favorites. We need a classic Angel. We really do, man. A blue or red one. I don't care. But we definitely need a classic Angel. So that's one of the updates that we need. Apocalypse. I did get the retro Apocalypse. So he's right there. And Transformers, just catching up some Transformers. I definitely want my Dinobots completed. I had to buy another one of these, man, because of the shield jetpacks. Want to get more jetpacks for my female shield agents. Plus, I needed another Grey Widow anyway, because the logo on mine was like messed up. So this one has a good logo, and I'm happy about that. I'm excited for this Black Panther. Cannot wait for that. And let me see, is there any other holes I need to fill? I just gotta clean some stuff up, straighten some figures out. Still gotta catch up to and finish up that controller bath wave. So my figures are like just laying there, you know, on deck, as I like to call it, waiting to be reviewed. Is there anything I'm missing here? Oh man, that Magneto. I love it. I can never stop looking at this on my display. I love that one. Toad's got to be here. Did I open my Toad yet? Oh no, I still haven't. Sometimes I have so much shit to open. I'm like, what did I do with it? And I hung him up here. Still got to open up that Fire Lord too. There's things I'm not going to review, like that Black Panther wave. I'm not going to review, man. I'm not going to, you know, have the time to review that wave. If I had to review one figure, it'd just be this. I do have to modify the Hatsusarase because, yeah, they should have some more military gear. So some G.I. Joe parts will probably help. And, you know, some other stuff I may borrow from the lines. And I think that's pretty much it. So Spider-Man, I'm gonna put in my MCU multiverse shelf, because where else am I gonna put them? Man, I'm excited for like some of the post-con reveals when they revealed the Jim Lee 275 yellow and blue strike team. Oh man, I'm excited. So I'm probably gonna put them here whenever that team rounds out, because I have different X-Men teams around here. So yeah, man, that HasLab Madeline Pryor, I wish she was freaking comic accurate to the 80s, because that would have helped with my 80s team, you know, looking consistent throughout. And then I think that's pretty much it, man. Bombastic Bagman, I gotta put him with my Fantastic Four. So that would match the classic colors, though. And I have this one for now. So what I'll do is probably end up putting this guy in my Spider-Verse / Spider-Geddon shelf just for now. And then whenever I decide, hey, I'm going to switch it up and put the classic blue and black uniforms there, then I'll put the Bombastic Bagman there. I might just put him there anyway. I mean, this is still my Fantastic Four cosmic theme, you know. Cosmic Ghost Rider right there. So awesome. So yeah, gotta come up with like some HasLab questions there. I just gotta say though, if the HasLab Ghost Rider doesn't go through, you can kiss any Blackbird Punisher Vans ideas out the door. Like this, they're definitely testing the waters with this car, and if this doesn't go through, we'll never see larger vehicles again for HasLab, like a Punisher van. Or first of all, Blackbird, I think they pretty much said that's not gonna happen. That would be the size of someone's like dining room table, and that's probably more than people would tolerate. And especially if, you know, so many people are against the pricing for this Ghost Rider, they're definitely going to be against the pricing of a Blackbird, because that would be, man, that would definitely be over $1,000. Oh, but I don't think it's just going to happen. That's just my honest opinion. So, like any other larger vehicles, this is definitely the test drive. You know, as cheesy as it sounds, but I mean, it's true. If it doesn't go through, we're not going to get any larger vehicles. But I mean, with the way they're handling it, man, don't think it's going to go through. It's not looking good for them. So we'll see what they do to turn it around, because it's going to take a lot for them to try to sway me back in after I already backed out. I don't see myself going back in. Alright, yo, I'm about to head out and eat some dinner. So, as always, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, peace.